All right, good morning. It is Tuesday, June 30th. I am back, and took a couple weeks off. Obviously, my back, my low back, and my hip, especially on my right side, was really screwed up. It's still not 100%. It's nowhere close to being 100%, and nowhere is my flexibility. My flexibility sucks, as I found out over the past couple weeks. So over the past couple weeks, basically, I did nothing for a couple days, just letting my back rest, did some foam roller. I went to see my chiropractor, got my back adjusted a couple times, had him work on that. I did see my masseuse during this time, and she freaking straight wrecked me. Man, she was very painful. She found all those tight spots in my hip, and I was basically almost crying. But it felt better after it released. So what I've also been doing during that time is I've been trying to find a program, a flexibility and mobility program that's going to work for me, something that I want to do, something that's enjoyable. And I tried some of the yoga stuff. Just yoga is just not really for me. Some of the stretching are okay, but the yoga is just not for me. I think that what I'm going to fall down on, when I come down to, is I like the animal flow. I did the animal flow, and even after the first time I did something and it was horrible, I tried following along on a little video, and I could barely do anything. But the next day, my back felt more at ease, just because I think I was moving, my core was being used, my hips were being used, I was down on all fours, and I felt better. So I did it again the other day, and I did it again just now. I made my own little program, because the animal flow is not easy. There's not just like 4 moves like the X3 and you're done. There's hundreds of moves and combinations. So basically, I'm starting at the very basic. I'm starting with beast, static beast, walking beast, crab, static crab, walking crab, and ape, and lateral ape, or the ape position. Those are the 3 positions you move back and forth. So I'll put a little video up here, and you'll see how horrible I am at doing it. No coordination, and there's a lot of coordination and strength that you have to take to get into those positions, hold those positions. The first time I tried the beast position, my toes were killing me, because you have to have your toes dug into the ground to hold your knees off the ground and be, you know, in a quadruped position. And man, I'm telling you, my toes were hurting. So basically, I had to put on some shoes so I could actually have some traction. So I'll put a little video, and you'll see how terrible I am. Boom, video. Whew, that was it. 3 rounds, 5 exercises. Just getting the basics down. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Basics and coordination, wrist mobility, static strength, especially the coordination on moving them, flexibility through the spine, just working from basically the bottom up right now. So now we're back. So I was horrible during that time, but I felt better because I did 3 rounds, and I felt better each time, and the coordination on the walking is something that you have to get used to. And you also obviously need your strength in that. So what I'm thinking of at this point is doing the animal flow first, coming out here, doing my X3, and then the third part is I'm gonna do loaded stretching. Loaded stretching is basically holding a weight and stretching. Or, as I've been doing for the past couple weeks, is I've been doing the hangs from the pull-up bar, and I've been getting a lot better at those. And I've been doing regular hangs, and I've been doing inverted hangs. And I've also been doing kettlebell hangs. Basically, after I do my biceps, I want to do kettlebell. So basically take the kettlebell and you open your hands up and you just stand there and you let everything, all your joints and ligaments just stretch. And I've been doing that also just to get prepared for that. So I'll do the kettlebell on back day, and I'll do the pull-ups on every day because I want to obviously strengthen the back and basically that holding position. So today what we're going to do the push day, and it's just going to be standard X3 push day, and then I'm going to do my static hangs and probably some static from the dip bar and just hold those positions. And I've been doing 30 seconds on and 30 seconds rest for 10 rounds, and I've been feeling them, so I've been feeling pretty good. But my back is feeling better. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of deadlifts for a while, and if I do deadlifts, they'll be with a lighter band, and I'm just going to be working on form and getting the form correct so that I don't end up straining my low back again. So after listening to me ramble for 5 minutes, telling you where I've been and what the plan going forward is, X3 is still part of the program. Right now I'm only doing X3 Tuesdays and Thursdays, but the rest of the week I am still doing the animal flow, and I'm still doing the loaded stretching and getting myself back to being mobile and being flexible and being strong. And those are the 3 goals that I want to do. I will get back to walking eventually, and but right now mobility, flexibility, and strength are the main priority. So let's get ready to go for the X3 part of the program. All right, I'm just gonna start off with the black band and just do 10 warm-ups. I haven't done any X3 for what, 2.5 weeks, so just gonna see how I feel. All right, the geese are moving. I do have a little sweat going from doing the animal moves. The sun is starting to come up, and it is a little chilly out, but I want to kind of keep a sweat going right now. All right, 10 warm-up. Felt good getting blood pumped back in there again. So get ready and we'll try some yellow band and see how much we've lost, gained, or if we're still the same. All right, let's give this yellow band a shot and see where we're at. Whew. 17 on that. It was good. Whew. Felt strong. Felt like I didn't lose anything. It was a good break. So, one chest, one press move for the week. Whew. All right, next up, overhead press with the blue band. I took maybe about a minute break in between to set that up and get some breath back. Now we're gonna do standing and kneeling, and we're done with the overhead. Ooh. I was 21 with that. Whew. Try bringing my elbows in more, so not having the band so much on your arms. So you're just using the most, obviously, all your shoulder to come up instead of having that band resting on your forearms. Whew. But doing those moves on the ground, really hitting the shoulders a lot, stretching and stuff. So I like that. Whew, okay. Catch our breath, set up and do some triceps. All right, I'm back. Had a little emergency call into the house. Had to go in and help my wife out. So we're back out here. We're gonna do tricep presses. The serious steel black band. Whew. Whew. 17 with those. Whew. That serious steel band is a little bit more tighter than an X3 band, but then the X3's got 2 years worth of use on it. This only has a couple weeks. Whew. Okay, calves coming up. All right, last one, calves with the serious steel green band, which is the same as the dark gray band. We're just gonna get them done. Ooh. That was 50. Between 40 and 50 is when the burn really kicks in. Just trying to hold that burn as long as I can. Whew. Whew. All right. All right. That's it for my first day back after a 2-week layoff of an actual real workout. I have been doing the hanging from the pull-up bar every day for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 10 rounds. And then I do inverted, basically a chin up, and I'm doing those for 10 seconds on for 30-second rest for 10 rounds. Just because obviously hanging from that position is really a weird angle. So I'm trying to get my body used to that position so I can start doing chin ups in that position. And like I said, I have been doing a little bit of the animal flow and a little bit of the yoga stretching just to figure out what it was that my body is going to respond the best to, or my mind's going to respond the best to. So I really wasn't working out. I was just basically a lot of stretching for the hips, finding things to stretch. And the thing that seemed to be working the best was the animal flow moves. You're in a core position on the ground. You're using your lateral movement. You're using your core. You're using your body to move and stuff. So that seemed to do more than the static yoga stuff. And yoga makes my mind just blow up. But I'm trying to incorporate that into this with the X3. So today was push day. Thursday will be pull day. And then we'll give you back the next week to see if we want to continue with the 2 days a week for a while and see how that feels, because I will be doing the animal flow and the static or loaded stretching every day besides. So I am doing those workouts. It's just the X3 right now as I'm trying to figure out where this is going to work the best at. I think so far it seems like it's going to work the best is doing the animal flow first, because that's where you're going to get all your flexibility and mobility, and then you're nice and fresh to do that. And then you come out here and you finish off with the muscles, finish, burning them out doing this, and then you're doing your static or your loaded stretching. Basically that's what this is, a loaded stretching. You're stretching under weight with this. So I have 3 exercises left to do. I got the standard static hang, inverted hang, and then I got the pull-up. So I'm going to do this and all the way down stretch, and I want to do a static hold. So I want to do 5 and 5, so 10 rounds opposite. So basically do a full stretch for 30 seconds, take a break, and then lock it out for 30 seconds and take a stretch, and just really finish that out. Because when you're doing the animal moves, you need a lot of those lockout core moves. And if you think that's easy, it's not. and I thought I was strong coming out here and doing all this X3 and stuff. And the X3 is strong in that particular move. But when you're locking down on the ground on all fours and you want to try and lock and hold a position and your core starts shaking and your arms start getting weak because you don't have that static lockout strength, and that's what I'm working on. And obviously that's going to work a lot on core. Hopefully work some more on this. And as I can sadly say, during my time off, I was rehabbing a little bit with a little bit extra food and maybe some extra drink, just because I was feeling down. And you know, I wouldn't say down, I was just, you know what, I'm off for these 2 weeks, I'm rehabbing, and I'm gonna, you know, have a little extra glass of wine, or maybe have a beer, or we're gonna go out to Mexican food or whatever. So, and I can actually say I still stayed under 230. So I weighed myself the other day, I was at 226. So I did not put anything on, I stayed where I was at. So I'm happy with that. Not that I was overeating, but I just wasn't really keeping an eye on my diet super hard, like I'm going to start doing again now that I'm back to working out. So that's what the program is. It's animal flow in the morning, and then right after that we come out here, we do our X3, either push or pull, and then we're going to do our static hangs from the pull-up bar. And either if I'm doing chest, I'm going to do the lockout or the stretches, and if I'm doing biceps, I have some kettlebells, and I'll show those to you on Thursday, where basically I just hold the kettlebells and turn the wrists out, and you really get a full stretch. I'm telling you, your bicep is crying as you're holding those 56-pound kettlebells. You're just standing there and just holding them for 10 rounds. So that's what the program is going to be. And so far my body's responded really good to them. These pull-ups have been getting easier on the dead hang. In the beginning they were crying. I was crying. My body was like, what the hell are you doing? And now they're feeling good, actually holding up there, holding the grip, getting the shoulders all locked out, you know, letting the body just hang, getting a little bit of core activation, bringing the knees up just a little bit and getting the core activation in there, and just hanging for 30 seconds, passive hanging. And it feels freaking fantastic. I am still doing my deep squats, although I haven't quite hit 30 minutes every day. I've been getting close, 25, 23, 26, just because things going on, you know, the past couple weeks, and always wasn't able to get to 30, but I'm trying to get to 30 minutes a day. So after I get done doing all this, and as I'm drinking my coffee, I like to go out on the front porch and just sit down into a squat and drink my coffee and try and edit the video here and get my squat while I'm doing that. So that's it. I'm back, and we're going to slowly bring this back into the X3 program. Some mobility, getting the hips back to being strong and stronger, doing the animal flow, doing the loaded stretching with the passive hangs and stuff, and we're going to get stronger and better. To me, being strong in the X3 is great, and I've seen what I've done over the past 2 years, being able to get a lot stronger. Basically in the beginning, I was basically doing chest press with the dark gray band, and now I'm all the way up to doing the yellow band, and I obviously want to keep on going stronger with that. But I also want to get stronger in other ways. I want to be able to do some handstands, maybe do some muscle ups on the pull-up bar, at least do lots of pull-ups. So there's other strength areas that I want to improve on, especially the mobility and flexibility areas of that. Especially as you start getting older, you want to be more mobile and more flexible than just, you know, muscle strong. So that's what my goal now is. Focusing on the animal flow, focusing on the stretching. The X3, I got that down. I can come out here and I can bust that out and it feels great. But this is the other stuff that I'm adding to it. So mobility, flexibility, and X3. Get it done, go live your life, and I will see you back here for Thursday for the X3 program. I might video a little bit during the week while I'm doing the other stuff, but the next one will probably be on Thursday. Have a good day. All right, that was 10 hangs. And if you think that's easy, try it. especially if you haven't been doing any hanging at all in your life, man. The joints, the ligaments start pulling, your grip starts giving out. I'm trying to add a little bit of core activation, bringing the knees up, getting the core active, moving the hips around a little bit, trying to get the core moving, just trying to incorporate that. And obviously as I go along farther here, I will get stronger in that area and start doing pull-ups. So now I'm going to switch it over and I'm going to do hanging chin-ups, but I'm only going to do those for 10 seconds because they're really big on joints and ligaments, and I'm trying to get my body used to holding in that position. So I'm going to change the timer and we're going to do those for 10 rounds. Whew, all right, that was it. That was 10 hangs in the chin-up position, really putting a big load on your bicep, shoulder in an open position, trying to activate the core. I'm only doing those for 10-second hang and 30-second rest, 10 rounds, and obviously trying to build up from there. And I just started doing these a couple days ago, and I really like them, man. I'm telling you, they're putting a big strain on the bicep, not strain, but a big load on the bicep. You can really feel it, especially you get up there and then you just slowly unwind, let it stretch out, and you can feel that stretch. Okay, so we did the passive regular hang, we did the passive inverted hang, and now we're going to do the dip bar, and we're going to do static press, and then we're going to do obviously the all the way down stretch. And instead of doing 30 seconds, because I have not done these yet, this is the first time I'm going to do these, I'm going to do them 15 seconds each, and I'm going to do them back and forth. So I'll start off with the static, and then I'll go with the stretch, and then we'll just go back and forth until I do 10 rounds. I don't know if I was recording anything, but I'm on the last two. Whew. All right, that was the static portion. Locking out, holding yourself. That's tough. Whew. All right, that was it. And with the dip bar that I have, I had it in the open position. Really, obviously, turns your hands out a little bit more. Really gets that chest spread. Whew, and I can feel that through my chest right now. A good stretch, getting down there and holding that active position with your knees just off the ground. Your feet hovering, don't rest on the ground, but just holding that big stretch. Whew. That was awesome. And then holding that static position up here. Man, I'm telling you, you think you're strong when you're shortening your muscles, when you're using it, but just holding that static position and your whole body locked in, trying to hold that is tough. So that's a great way to finish off your XP workout, is holding some of those static positions for as long as you can, lengthening the muscle, lengthening your tendon and ligament strength, obviously hanging from the pull-up bar and doing this. Whew. Great finisher.